Greetings and salutations. It's your boy D.Boom for LLE.Ascension, aka LLE Astrology, aka LLE Tarot. We're gonna do a few breakdowns today. I'm gonna kick it off with the Divine Masculines extended breakdown. Then I'm gonna do Divine Feminines extended breakdown. And since we got a lot done this week, tomorrow I'll do another breakdown. It's either gonna be on separation or union, reunion, and recognition. So. All deals are done and over with. Only special I got going on right now is $25 readings for first timers only. I got all records of who booked with me, you know what I mean? Pay good money to get this little archive set up on my little Google account and shit, so you feel me? And this, I've done a lot of readings in 4 years. Man, I'm really starting to see the analytics of the works, you know what I'm saying? And, I rate my readings, you know what I'm saying, on accuracy. And like I say, ever since year one, you know what I mean? I'll just put it like this. I've done over 350 plus readings. You know what I'm saying? That's just like booked through this channel. You know what I mean? I've done person readings. A lot of people, like when I had my momentum up, a lot of people kind of drove to my city to come get readings from me, personal readings. I was bumping into people. You know what I mean? So, out of all the readings that I've done in the past 4 years, it's only 3 readings that I won't say had a bad accuracy, but it's kind of like the 2 of the 3, they just wasn't feeling me in general. Like, they didn't like the messenger. Fuck the message. They just wasn't feeling the messenger. And like I say, I could be too much, but I ain't here to sugarcoat shit. Truth is hard to swallow. A lot of people hide from the truth. A lot of people don't want to hear it. Even with this message, I already know I ain't gonna come in with this message towards the feminine from the divine masculine spectrum. So let me just kick it off. I'm gonna do a head, shoulders, knees, and toes rant, and then I'm gonna do a brief rant for the feminines before I even kick this off. So head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, that's thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology. That's thoughts and decisions. That's your mental state, your mental capacity. Everybody got their limit mentally. Then we got cups. Feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators on where you're going mentally. Your heart and mind must be aligned. Who rules the heart and mind department? The divine feminine. Then you got wands. That's knees. Knees is things you're doing, things you've done, not things you finna do because you ain't did it yet. Things you finna do don't really mean anything either. Actions and behavior, that's all wands are. Then you got pentacles. That's person, place, or thing. Things you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. And all pentacles expire. Who's the king of wands? That's the divine masculine. He rules the wands and the pentacles department. It's good for feminines to get out their heart and mind and start getting on some wands and some pentacles. Actions and manifestations. So if you feminines ain't on no actions and manifestations, it's going to be karma coming in your life because of that. And you're going to have to balance yourself. That's how you step into your masculine side. Masculines going to have to step into y'all heart and mind. Because that's the only way y'all going to be complete. That's the only way y'all going to get some balance with shit. Y'all know how to handle y'allself in the physical world. Y'all know how to handle y'allself and how to move and shit. That's cool in the game. But masculines, you're going to have to really step into your heart center. Because here, you'll learn way more shit than you can ever do. You got to get your mind right. Because like I say, without a stable sword, you a lost cause. It's like you fighting a battle, a gunfight with a knife. Overall energy, that's fairly important. Bottom line energy, that's very important. We got the divine masculines, mystery madness, or subconscious, or indirect energy up top. We have the divine masculines, direct energy, conscious energy at the bottom line. So, do this little rant for the feminines who watch this shit. And let you know what type of tone and which way I'm going to take this message before I even get with it. So, feminines. Just like I be telling the masculines a lot. It's a lot of things about yourself you need to work on. Me included. I'm a divine feminine. And I'm going to just spill beans on some shit. So, you know what I mean? That's a little karmic situation I've been in and shit. You feel me? Like, it's a karmic situation. I mean, it's got potential. You feel me? But at the same time, being in this karmic situation has taught me a lot about myself. You know, I know I say it's anti-karmics, I don't fuck with karmics, you know. There's good karmics out here. Them the karmics I fuck with. You know what I mean? I can spot, like I said, divine a mile away, karmic a mile away. But it's my need for this karmic. What's a karmic? It's a queen of pentacles or a king of pentacles. You know what I'm saying? Kings and queens of persons, places, and things. It's the thing. You know what I mean? That I can't go without with this particular feminine that I'm fucking with. You know what I'm saying? And well, she probably a masculine because I'm a feminine energy. I like my women a certain way. You know, actions, wands. I like women who like about that action, who are queens of manifestation, who out here doing shit, not just out here doing nothing, just out here looking pretty, just out here, you know, physical pentacles and shit. Nah, it's deeper than that. So, given this, just kind of transpired in the past 48 hours with this karmic. You know what I'm saying? She be on bullshit too, but I'll be on bullshit a lot, and in the midst of me trying to get her to see the fault in her shit, I'm seeing the fault in mine. Because she's coming back at me with shit that I really wasn't knowing until she addressed it. You know, saying all that shit to say this. My personal opinion, the shit we kind of fell off over, it wasn't my fault. See, I tell truth. I keep shit 100. That's what I was telling her ass. I ain't no yes man. You might want to fuck with a yes man because I sure ain't that. The way I talk on this channel, the way I be talking to her, she don't be feeling that shit. She think I'm cold-blooded. She think I need to watch my tone and shit that I be saying to her. What, the truth? Fuck no, you're gonna get this work. You know what I'm saying? Despite how bad it fucks me up. She's a narcissist, like a motherfucker. But fucking with her, I'm starting to see the narcissism myself. How I can be. But I'm reflecting her narcissist behavior, fucking with her karmic ass. She cool as fuck. I'm not knocking her. You know, like I do most comics and shit, but I'm like, you know, I'm really starting to learn a lot about myself as a feminine. You know what I mean? So, to the divine feminines out there, don't be walking around here thinking your ass faultless on shit. Don't be walking around here thinking, like I say, it ain't a two-way street. We fuck up. Even the shit we don't know. We don't know when we fucking up, but we fucking up. We gotta identify where we fucking up at. It could just be my situation with her, how I talk to her. So now I gotta kind of go against my beliefs and go against my system of doing things just to kind of not offend her. You know what I mean? It really don't make sense to me, like I say, being hard on her ass, even though it's truth, even though she need this shit, but I'm a man, so it's like I'm pushing her ass. You know what I'm saying? I just pushed her to the edge. You know what I'm saying? I don't hit women. I hit your ass with some truth, some shit you don't want to hear. You can hit me with some truth too. I love constructive criticism. But then, like I said, I was just telling her where she fucked up. She still ain't admit to her fuck up in the situation. She always puts the shit on me because that's what karmics do. They'll flip it on you. They don't. Feminine, that's really what I'm saying. For those that's in karmic situations with karmic masculines. Because when you're dealing with these karmic masculines, you're bringing that energy to your divine. You know what I'm saying? The way Shorty been stressing me out, I've been talking to my masculine a lot. And the shit she been telling me is the shit he been telling me. So that's how I know I'm fucking up somehow because both of them saying the same shit. So usually when two people saying the same shit, you're going to have to look inside. You're going to have to really look at what the fuck you doing. You know what I'm saying? And it is my tone. It is my mouth. It is the truth. Like I say, type of nigga I am, hey, I ain't here. It ain't Burger King. I ain't here to make it your way. I'm here to, you know, give it to you raw. At the cost of whatever. That's called standing on something to me. Conformity, bending rules and breaking rules for your sake, it's a karmic thing. Masculines fuck with a lot of karmics. Feminines fuck with a lot of karmics, but like I say, in the way that masculine fuck with karmics, like I say, it just has a way of rubbing off on you. So half the shit he doing, it ain't like he doing it intentional. Just like you, he fucking up in ways he can't comprehend. He could be a she could be a he. You know how he rocking. Let's get with it. First card in this message, masculine. You got the Four of Pentacles. This is holding on too tight to some shit. or being scared to let something go. That's a low level energy, number one. And like I say, you're going to have to let go of whatever. You know, if you love them, let them go. That just means let go your clamps, let go your control factor. One thing karmics be trying to do on me is, like I say, hold on to shit that ain't relevant. You know, it's like trying to fight a case that don't even make sense here. But like I say, 70% of the world is karmics. So 7 times out of 10, her friends she talking to agree with her. Only a few real motherfuckers around, 28% divines. So even me trying to fight my case, it's probably only like 2, 3 times out of 10 she'll meet somebody and talk to somebody that'll see it my way, a divine way of looking at shit. You know what I'm saying? Odds are always against you in a karmic situation, in a karmic world we live in. You know? It's all odds. You can't win for losing. So it's a reality check, you know? Masculine, you holding on to something. What is it? You really holding on to that you feel you can't let go or live without? 8 of Swords. Self-imposed prison. This is a false sense of security. Thus, this is like a safety net or safety gate. This gates. 8 of Swords are gates. Gates are like walls in an apocalypse. Look at zombie movies. You're going to have gates. Wherever the fuck you stay at, need to be a solid compound. The gates is built to keep the zombies out, but it's also trapping you in. Now, eventually, whatever's inside the gates, if you run out of substance, you know, and whatever you're guarding, you're going to have to leave out the gates to go find more substance or maybe move to another location or another place. 4 of Pentacles. That's holding out. 8 of Swords to the compound, to the location, to the place you got of substance. But like I say, Pentacles expire. It comes a time in everybody's life where the situation that they're in is done. There's no more substance here. There's no more growth and development here. We can't move forward. There's no food here. There's no water here. We're going to have to find food. We're going to have to find water. Resources wear out. They're pentacles. Water, food wears out. Unless you're growing more to replace it, it's going to run out. Things run out. Feelings run out. Kindness runs out. Patience runs out. Time runs out. Time is running out, Mask, and you're going to have to let go of something. Whatever this something is makes you secure. That means you insecure. Whatever this is you holding on to, you feel entitled to do it. 8 of Swords. Let that shit go. These could be your morals. I hear it in a lot of masculines. You know, I ain't going to change. I'm the same person. You know, you have to accept me as I am. You know, I'm not going to change. You know how I am. I'm not going to change. Well, change is coming. And if you don't change, then change will come upon you. So 8 of Swords is also a long-standing belief that needs to be eradicated. Like I say, when karmics meet divines, that karmic shit don't fly. We conform them. We change them. We turn them into divines. You fuck with a divine long enough, you will become divine. Karmic fuck with you long enough, you're gonna break them. You're gonna awaken them. It's a battle. They either gonna break you or you gonna break them. They either gonna be codependent on you or you gonna be codependent on them. The point is for you to break cycles, break chains, not be codependent. Learn what you gotta learn in these situations and move along. Bottom line, more important than all that, we got the 5 of Pentacles. Dark Night of the Soul. That's going without whatever the fuck this 4 of Pentacles was you was holding on to. I told you. Whatever pinnacle you try to hold on to will get taken from you anyway. Life can take pinnacles from you. Pinnacle is a person, place, or a thing. It's something you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. Life can take things away from you. God can take things away from you. People can take things away from you. There's no guarantee any pinnacle you have in your life, in your possession, in your arsenal. And you know what I mean? It's the world. In the world, it's a constant need for pinnacles. People kill people for pinnacles every single day. That pinnacle could be your money you just got killed for, your shoes you just got killed for. You know? People get stolen. Kidnapping is a thing. People stealing people out this motherfucker. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna talk about how death has a way of eradicating pinnacles out your life. Saying all that to say this. Dark days, they always happen. You know, we don't prepare for dark days. We don't expect dark days, but they're gonna happen. So at least have a system in place. So when, you know, the Five of Pentacles do happen, Dark Night of Soul do happen, when you go without that thing you do need, when you ain't got enough pentacles to proceed to where you need to be in life, it ain't as bad as it could be. Final smoke on this bottom line, we got the Two of Wands. Masculine, that's your role. Divine Masculine's role, King of Wands' role is the Two of Wands. Divine Feminine's role is the Three of Wands. To bring better insight on that, it's like chess. Here's the Queen piece. Here's the King piece. You see how the Queen moves? She all across the board with shit. Three of Wands. You see how limited the motherfucking King's movements are? Same way in this Twin Flame demo. You see how it's job for the feminine to protect the King? But if the Queen gets took, the game ain't over until the King gets took. You understand what I'm saying? Now you can use a pawn to get your Queen back, to be your protector and to have shit the way it is. But once the King gets taken out the equation, it's a wrap. Game over. You protecting your King. Without a king, there's no kingdom. Kingdom, DM, the Divine Masculine is the one. Just like Neo in the Matrix, he's the most important thing in this equation. Feminine is like Trinity, but without Trinity, there wouldn't be no Neo. You wouldn't have found the one. Mr. Anderson wouldn't have turned into motherfucking Neo. If you really look at it, it's Neo's love for Trinity that transcends him into new places. The only reason why Neo came back from the dead was to be with Trinity. The only reason Neo brought Trinity back from the dead was to be with Trinity. Motherfucker. The only way Neo got to Computer City to finish the game was with the help of Trinity. Yes? Just like pawns, the Queen was sacrificed, but King was still alive for him to do his job. Thus, the game is complete. Two of Wands. Masculine is just your job to survive. Two of Wands is survival. Two of Wands is making ends meet, but mostly survival. You just got to survive this game. It's a game y'all playing. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. This Twin Flame shit is Jumanji. Both of you have to finish the game. This shit won't stop until you both finish the game. This ain't no one-player game. It's two players. Coming to the situation. Masculine. You got another four. It's hella fours out here. Let's put it like that. We got 3 4s out here. 3 4s out here. That's just a sign. 4s are boxes. See, 4, that's a box. 4 swords. We got the 4 pentacles out here. Overall energy, that's a box. You know what I'm saying? We got the 4 cups. That's the world, the matrix, the plantation, this temporary space and time. It's a box. So, 4 swords. That's an idle mind. What's the idle mind? That's the devil's workshop. If you in your mind, you ain't doing nothing. What is doing something? Those are wands. Aren't you the king of wands, masculine? Yup. Don't stay in your head too long. It's good you in your head. But this is a low level mental energy. Don't trip over this shit too long. This is rest and relaxation. It's a vacation. It's a break. It's a trip. It's you getting your motherfucking mind right. And that's exactly what you're doing. And your indirect, subconscious energy coming to the situation. Extended breakdown, masculine. Clarifying the 4 swords, the idle mind, or being in your head. You got the Ace of Pentacles. That's being in attendance of something. If you out your head, then you can get to where you need to be. It's like you in your head about the Ace of Pentacles flight you're going to have to take. Y'all remember how it used to be like before 9/11 happened? Yeah, I mean, it's like, damn, I woke up late. You speed to the motherfucking airport trying to catch your plane. But you know, back then they had them long ass security lines and shit. Like, remember how long it took to get on a plane? Like, post 9/11? That's what I'm going to say. Post 9/11. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of buys you some time. Given this corona shit, yeah, a lot of people flying, but given how the system works, like, since I've been flying during corona, it's like, this is the quickest I ever got on a plane. It's like I come to the airport, check my shit in, go straight through security, go straight to the plane. I spend more time waiting on the plane than trying to get on there. Remember back in the day, post 9/11, like, I don't know, you try to fly somewhere in 2002, 2003, 2004. You getting from the check-in place to the fucking plane gate was like a long, drawn-out process that you had to be in attendance of. And I used to hate being in my head like, damn, this security check so fucking long. I hope I don't miss my plane because of this shit. It's like worry. Ace of Pentacles. This is something you need to tense. Somewhere you need to be. And it's like you in your head if you're going to make it on time. Ace of Pentacles is also, like I say, a big-ass pentacle. It's like something important that you acquire. Something important that you attain. Whatever this pinnacle is valuable. So like I say, Four of Swords. This is like a vacation that you need to take. You know, or you've been planning on taking, or being in your head about taking. It's like you want to take your feminine on a trip. You want to take your feminine somewhere. You know, you got like a Ace of Pentacles. This could be like a gift, a present. You know what I mean? This could be like a wedding ring. This could be, like I say, an invitation somewhere. You in your head about being in attendance of something. You're just in your head about it. Directly, we got the Ace of Cups. Self-care, self-love, self-respect, self-admiration, self-realization, self-identification. You're really focusing on yourself. Or you really got yourself to deal with at the moment that's really, you know, turning you into a different creature. So this time alone, this ain't isolation or like the loneliness card, which is the Five of Cups. This is just being like self-accountable, self-aware, you know, which is helping yourself. Queen of Cups is the psychic card. It's the X-Men card. What's a psychic? What's the X-Men? That's what a divine is. All divines have power. The power of intuition. It's like deep down, you know, you feel a change. Deep down, you know a change has happened. A change has occurred. Knight of Cups is also the ghosting card. It's like you've been ghosting your twin, or you've been ghosting your friends, or you've been ghosting your lovers. It's like you really isolating yourself from the world, healing yourself to see what you want. If you want this twin flame situation, if you want a karmic situation, if you want to relocate, if you want to switch your career, like whatever you finna do is going to be the best thing for you. And the Queen of Cups can also be dreams, visions, signs, synchronicities, writings on the wall. It's like you've been dreaming a lot about this relocation, about your twin, about union, about whatever you in your head to be in attendance for, masculine, and it's just like you can't sleep because something on your mind. What's really on your mind? Discuss where you can't sleep. Ten of Wands. This is a temporary ending. You pumping the brakes on something that you was passionate about, or are you ending something while you got the power to end it, or you finishing something while you got the power to finish it. It's an ending. You focusing on a new beginning. You taking care of yourself to really step into a new beginning. But before you get into this new beginning, you're gonna have to Ten of Wands something. That's right your wrongs. That's tie loose ends. That's closed doors that's open. You know? It's like you got to go on vacation. Clean your house up before you leave. You don't want to leave your house for a 4-day, 3-night vacation with dishes in your sink and dirt on the floor and shit laying around in your room. Clean up so you don't come back home to critters. Tie these loose ends so you don't come back to more problems. Finish whatever you got to finish before you leave so you don't come back facing problems or having karma to deal with. This is wiping your slate clean while you have the chance to do that. This is breaking bonds that need to be broken so you ain't got to worry about them in the future. As far as the feminine energy, masculine, you in the world, subconsciously, indirectly, when it comes to the feminine. Four of Cups, that's the world. Temporary space and time, third dimension. You know, you're focused on the world when it comes to your feminine. And this is kind of shit my masculine been telling me about. So talking to my masculine a lot, and you know, he's been giving me a lot of pointers. I've been, you know, asking him a lot of advice and shit. It's been really like role reversal. You know, I've really been coming to him lately. I've really been like asking him questions lately, coming to him for guidance lately. And he's just dropping me so much shit about the world. But the shit he telling me about the world, he been telling me about the world. I'm just in a position to hear it. I'm just in a position to accept it. I'm just in a position to realize it. And it's real worldly how you coming at me. The way I'm tough on y'all online, that's how you tough on me all the time. Giving me the real reality of the situation. This world ain't real. Zion, that's real. Your soul, ascension process, that's real. Having a relationship with God, being God-like out here, being the best person you can be in the world. That's what your masculine trying to at least teach you, at least trying to let you know. Clarifying this 4 of cups, which is the world, we got the 2 of cups. This is relationships. The connections you got in the world, the relationships you got in the world, people you close to in the world, the people you bonded with in the world. 4 of cups plus 2 of cups, that's 6 of cups plus 6 of cups. That's sauce, that's steez, that's essence, that's what makes you you. 6 of cups is also, like I say, we're all God's children, sauce. We're all loved by God, sauce. We all come from the same starting gate, sauce. We're all the same, sauce, but we different, sauce. Until we become more than what we are. Same shit my master's trying to get me to understand. It's the same shit your master's going to get you to understand. Where you really at in the world. He know where he stands in the world. He know what he on. He's the king. Masculines be in the world so much, they know exactly what the world is. Like I say, feminines, we spend more time in Zion. Divine feminines spend more time in Zion than the world. Masculines out here in these streets. Masculine dealing with riffraff. Masculine is with the killers and dealers and scammers and gemmers and the bums and the homeless and shit like that. It's like, I help people online. You book with me, I might help you with your love connection, I might help you find purpose, I might help you with your business on some consulting shit. I might go help my mom do some community shit with the kids. With the kids, you know what I'm saying? I might do some shit with some seniors. But it's usually programs I'm using to do good. Or this platform I'm using to do good. My masculine is more like a roll your sleeves up, nigga, we out here in the world. Building connections. My masculine, he'll be at a food kitchen, serve food to the homeless. Literally, there in the street, serving food to the homeless, feeding them personally. Not spiritual food, physical food. You understand what I'm saying? I feed the children, but they got parents. The daycare center that they come to is like a home away from home. Home away from home. Unlike a soup kitchen, where these people live in the streets. You get to smell reality. Tell me about that shit. Like the smell of the people. Like, nigga, you're gonna have to get your hands, you gotta get your hands dirty. You have to roll up. Be around here. Be amongst these people you claim, you know what I'm saying, that need help. I'm trying to point that shit out. You help people who got situations. I help people who really, 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 really need it. I'm trying to go to like a skid row, hand out, tents, socks, clothes. My twin been in that situation, so he's more in tune with that realm than I am. I've been homeless, but not in the manner he has. You know what I mean? I've been on the streets, but not in the manner he has. I've lost everything, but not in the manner he has. You're a king. You're divine masculine. The divine masculine. You masculine are more in tune with the world and the world's needs, what the world really needs. More so than the feminine. Feminine is helping in an etherical, mental, emotional, spiritual way. But masculine's really out here on the grind. So don't flex on your masculine about who doing who. Y'all doing the same shit, just different. But who you think really needs food? The people I'm spiritually feeding, which counts and matters, or the people who really need food? People I'm giving spiritual food to eating good, most likely. They can afford to purchase a reading from me. Thus, they got a home. They got shit to even, they got pentacles to fuck with me with. But the type of people who my twins see who need shit, they don't have pentacles. They don't have the shit that my clientele has. And the help is different from how I'm helping. So, saying all that shit to say this, feminine, if you ain't in tune with the real, if you ain't in tune with the world, but your masculine is, take notes. Don't let a holier than thou attitude make you look down on your masculine or a karmic masculine. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't look down on your masculines thinking that you got one up on them. Y'all in the same boat. But he's the king and you are the queen. And so it's one thing your masculine got up on you. And that's his experience with the world, in tuneness with the world, third dimension, temporary space and time, crab bucket, plantation, whatever you want to call it. The Matrix. Be just as in tune into the world the way the masculine is. So fuck with your masculine. Go where your masculine go. Let your masculine show you some shit to really let you see the other side of the coin. And masculine, show your feminine the other side of the coin. Like, you know in your heart that your feminine ain't bad. You know that you can take her somewhere to really shut her shit down and really get her a reality of what the fuck help really look like, or what the fuck, you know what I mean, mission and God's purpose and shit really look like. Like, bring her into the soup kitchen with you so she can smell what's cooking around this motherfucker. As of ours to from her sitting on her ivory tower or her little cyber throne helping people the way they help people. Y'all both help people, but your masculine help people in a way that you just don't, feminine. And I can agree. Three of Swords, masculine, consciously or directly when it comes to the feminine energy, you in pain. Mental pain. You stepping into you got 2 cups. Masculine when it comes to the feminine energy, you in your heart. That's what's up. You balancing out. Swords, feminine energy, you in your shit. You in your mind. That's a feminine energy. You stepping into your shit. We got a lot of cups and a lot of swords here. Good shit. You really stepping into your feminine side. So by stepping into your feminine side, you're really getting in tune to your feminine on a whole nother light, to where, use my twin again, it's a pain aspect. It ain't like physical pain or like, oh my God, it's fucked up type shit, but it's a pain, like a rock in your shoe. Eventually, you're going to have to take your shoe off and pour that rock out because it's starting to pinch your heels and shit. It's like having a thorn or one of them little bush things that be on trees when you playing on the ground, them little spiky ball things. It's like pulling them off you. You know what I'm saying? It's just a slight pain. Pain in the side. So, Maxim with me is more so like, he worries about me a lot, but I'm a grown-ass man. You know, you a man. So I can't worry too much about you. You your own man. You do your own shit. Despite what I be saying. You don't listen to me, son. My master talking. You don't be listening to me, but you'll learn. You'll get it eventually. You don't really know how real life is, son, but you'll learn eventually. It just pains him because he know. Your twin know. If you was really out here, like doing what you claim you doing, you'll see shit different. So once again, the argument my masculine makes with me is, nigga, you, and I am. Like, you help people on a different level. It's cool to do the cyber thing. It's cool to do the, other people platform shit. But it's like, you really need to be in the trenches to really see what the fuck's going on. So your ass ain't, like I say, sitting in the ivory tower, not being in tune with the real. It's the equivalent of like, it's a bad example, but it's a funny one. It's like when Ronald Reagan came to the Bronx in New York and looked around the hood and seen all them abandoned buildings and seeing how that shit looked like a war zone. He was like, it looked like a bomb dropped up in this motherfucker. And the people on the streets was at his bumper, you know what I'm saying? When you gonna do some shit about this? Like when Reagan went out and actually seen the hood and what it really looked like, he really got like a wake-up call. You know what I'm saying? On how shit really is. I don't fuck with Reagan or nothing like that, but I'm pretty sure he learned a lesson. He probably didn't though, but at least he got to smell the hood. At least he got to see the hood. At least he got to hear the niggas' complaints and shit. Like, at least he was there to see the bullshit. It's like Obama, right? Doing a speech after all these cop killings. All these cops killing niggas. And we got a nigga president. So here we got a nigga president addressing all these niggas getting killed. It's kind of like a double entendre. Yes, you are a black president, but as you see, they still killing your people in this motherfucker, and you still the spokesperson for the country that's killing your own fucking people. I know that hit that nigga here. You know what I'm saying? Making a speech. Telling the white country shit that they already know. It's like, after that George Floyd shit, it's like, yo, what after that Trayvon Martin shit. I mean, like after a lot of shit, it's just like, what the fuck? I mean, it's a reality check. Yes, we can. Yeah, nigga, you made history, but you sit in the ivory tower. Obviously not in the streets to really see what the fuck's really popping. It was a safety hazard. People thought they was gonna kill Obama and shit. So you know what I mean? Like when Obama really get to the reality of the situation, it's like, damn, I'm a black president, still the president of a country that hates my own people. So in reality, they hate me. Yeah, I'm the face of this country, but I see what this country, how the country really feel about my face, my people. And he really can't do much. Yes, you're the president, but it's like you can't do much. It's like The Walking Dead when Negan just fucking everybody. Like, look at Negan's swag in The Walking Dead. Like, he wasn't just an asshole. He was like an in-your-face asshole. Like when he punked the shit out of Rick. Basically, pimped the shit out of Rick. And then after taking away everything from Rick, after he built all this shit, nigga's the nigga to take that shit. And he was just like, ha, I basically just put my dick in your mouth and just like, and you sucked it and thanked me. Like, asshole. Like, Rick want to kill this shit. Rick, it's a traumatizing thing when, and black people go through this shit a lot. It's a traumatizing thing when you see, like, it's different when you see your people getting killed in real time. It's a difference when you are, been, like, I've been harassed by police. You know what I mean? Cops done whooped my ass. I've been, like, stereotyped by cops since a kid, but luckily I ain't one of the motherfuckers that done got killed. But me seeing cops killing niggas in real time, it's almost like we can't do shit about it. I mean, we can try, but it's like I say, it's like nigga. The only way we gonna really fight the powers if we all unite, but unity, it's just kind of something that really ain't in the black community. You know what I mean? I'm saying that shit 2 times. Unity ain't usually really in the black community. It's a free for all. You know? Saying all this shit to say this. Masculine, it pains you to see the struggle your feminine is going through and not being able to do anything about it. Main reason you can't do too much about the shit your feminine going through, because your feminine a grown ass person. She just gonna have to learn. She's just gonna have to accept it. She's just gonna have to do what she can do. What can you do? She can't help her own situation. How are you gonna help it? You can be there to a line. This is just support, a staple, being there, but it's your feminine's shit. A lot of shit in your feminine life is kind of on your mind. And you wish situations was better for your feminine. You wish you can make a way to provide a better life for your feminine, or like when it comes to your feminine and her life and her shit and her problems and the shit she got going on, you got personal shit with yourself. Like I say, 80% of your life is your own cake, your own life. Your feminine's being physically in your life is just the other 20%. That's the icing on the cake. But at the end of the day, 80% of the time you ain't involved in your feminine's endeavors. 80% of the time you ain't handling your feminine's business. You're only there for like 20% of the shit your feminine go through. And it's like you just praying, you see the 20% that you're around to see what your feminine goes through, and it looks like a lot she's going through. And it's like you in a place where you really can't do shit about it. And you just wondering about the 80%. Like, God, how's she even functioning? Like, this is just on I'm just looking at it as surface and seeing that it's hard. Lord knows what, it's like an iceberg. It looks big from above the water, but it's even bigger below water. And you can't see really how big it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like your masculine is only left to guess the shit he don't see, the shit he ain't around for, the shit he ain't prepared for. You know what I mean? So, and it's mental. You just feel pain that he's seeing you suffer in a way that he can't help. Just like, Barack Obama, seeing all this shit happen to his own people, being the fucking president. It's like, you can only imagine. Can only imagine. Masculine, you in regards to yourself, directly, indirectly, subconsciously, or in your mystery madness, we got yourself, King of Wands. Whoa, you just jumped on my hand, player. You see that crown? You the king of the world. Like I say, when it comes to the world, you're the king at knowing exactly what the world is. Your feminine know what the world is definitively, like the definition of the world. It's like I give to the world 4 cups. That's the world, a temporary space and time. It's a third dimension where everything expires. That's how I look at the world. My twin don't look at the world like that. You look at the world for what the world really is. It's much. It's much more than that. It's much more than that. And if anybody knows, it's the king. But at the end of the day, also, it's like you might be the king of the world, masculine, but you also got the world on your crown. Heavy is the head that wear the crown. Like I say, by being the king, a lot of shit falls on you. Another pain, 3 of Swords. Mental pain, direct pain, as far as the feminine. This is in the feminine directly. Another pain masculine is starting to see is exactly like I say, how he's got to finish this Jumanji game out. Like at the end of the day, it's like masculine realized his part in this. You know, masculine told me that shit. You know, he was just like, a lot of what you do got me in it. And what you're gonna have to learn is that it can't work like that. You gotta have to focus on yourself, keep me in mind, but don't build off me like that. Like, you know, have love for me, have what you have for me, but don't, you know, don't get shit misconstrued. It's your life you gotta worry about. It's your life you need to fix. Because if your life ain't on point, it don't matter where the fuck your masculine at or what he want to do with you and shit like that. If you ain't in a position to even have your masculine in your life, to even, if you can't be there for yourself, basically all my twin was saying, if you can't even be there for yourself, like how you gonna fit me in anywhere? How you gonna place me anywhere if you still got shit to do? You know what I mean? So focus more on yourself, focus more on the shit going on in your life. I only see bits and pieces of what you got going on. Like my masculine operates totally different. Feminines, I told you, we spend too much time in our heart and mind. Masculines doing shit. So they can go a whole day without calling you, forgetting to call you. Not that they don't care, they just keep their minds occupied. The way my twin moves, he just move different. He keep his mind occupied on shit. So he don't be where I be at most of the time in my heart and mind. My master stays on his heart and mind because he knows if he's in his heart and mind too much, he ain't gonna be doing no wands and no actions. So he does wands and actions to stay out of here. Feminine, we're in here all the time. So much we don't really do this or manifest that much. So masculine sees that shit. It pains him that you're not being as proactive as he is. It pains him that you only see life from the emotional and mental part of it and really not the physical part of it like you really need to get a taste of. You know what I'm saying? So King of Wands, like I said, that's Neo in the Matrix. You know, Neo has the power. Neo is the one. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Life is hard for Trinity. Life is hard for Morpheus. But it's like when Neo, like I say, you don't see 200 Agent Smiths fighting Morpheus or fighting Trinity. You know what I'm saying? They can't even fight one agent as it is. They send the whole world at Neo. Neo deals with a lot more than Trinity does. Trinity spends more time in Zion than she does in the Matrix. Masculine stay in the motherfucking Matrix. You stay in some shit. It ain't bad shit he stay into. It's good shit he into. It's just you ain't in the world that much feminine to really see the good, to really see what he actually doing. You wouldn't know. Faith in great works is unseen. You don't really see the great works your masculine do unless you in the world with him to see it. Masculine, directly in regards to yourself, you got the Knight of Swords. This is fear. Fear, that's making decisions without crossing your T's or dotting your I's from being mentally discombobulated. Mentally discombobulated from what? A Ten of Swords. That's the step before the Knight of Swords. Ten of Swords is death or permanent ending. That's some shit that's a wrap. That's some shit that's going bye-bye. That's some shit that ain't coming back no more. Since death is prevalent, since permanent endings happen, like I say, you don't prepare for I mean, you prepare for death, but you don't expect it. But it's gonna happen. So once again, you gotta have things in place so you ain't too scared when shit comes to an end. This is a big sword. Aces to tens are karmic cycles. Knights, queens, kings, and things are divine realms. Masculine, directly, personally, you in a divine realm when it comes to your swords process. And like I say, fear. One thing you learning is how your fear play a big play in what you do. Your feminine is fearless. That's what pains you too, Three of Swords. That's what scares you too, because like I say, it's like The Walking Dead. Your masculine is outside the walls. He's out here with the zombies and the human beings who are evil as shit. Your masculine's seen the saviors. He's seen the whisperers. He's seen these different evil ass motherfuckers that are out here. Like feminine, you're like on the hilltop. In Alexandria, you're in the kingdom inside the walls. Yes, that's your role. It's like Maggie at the hilltop. She runs the hilltop. She governs the hilltop. She governs it. She's like the president. If she's not there, shit within this community can't run. It's good that you have a community. It's good that the feminine even doing what she's doing. She's chosen for the job. This is a divine job Maggie's doing, being diplomatic, creating jail cells instead of just killing off random people. Hey, let's just, you know what I mean? Let's conserve life. You know what I mean? Let's come at shit a different way. We don't have to be like how the people are in the outside world. That's cool in the game. But when the people in the outside world knock on your door, it'd be good to have your masculine around to let you know exactly who at your door, because you wouldn't know. It's like a person in the zombie apocalypse who's been in the walls the whole time, who ain't really seen or killed no zombies, or got their hands dirty, or got fucked over by humans using people. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, in these post-apocalyptic times, it's the humans that's more dangerous than the zombies. Zombies are, you can outrun a zombie. You can fight a zombie easier than a human being. With a human, it's more manipulation involved. It's like you see a person in the middle of the road, like, oh, help me, like, oh, I can't breathe. And it's like they acting like they dying to get you to get out the car. And it's like soon you get out the car to go check on them, another person steals your car, the person gets up, punches you in the fucking face, hops in your car, and leave you on the ground looking like them. Only a human being can do that. Zombies can't do some shit like that. You can see a zombie coming a mile away, but when it comes to like human beings, people outside, you know what I mean? Zion, outside your sector, feminine, it's like you're going to get a real taste of the real world. And masculines are really just in fear that you, feminine, you don't really know what you into. That's just the fucking vibe I'm feeling from a lot of masculines. They feel like a lot of feminists, they feel like their feminists ain't in tune with reality. We are. But like I say, just not to the magnitude or in the way they are. They've seen a lot of shit that you ain't seen. They've been through a lot of shit that you can't handle. That's the shit that they got over you. They're the king, you're the queen, right? It's the shit your masculine got over you that your masculine needs you to understand. Yes, you smarter. Yes, you on your divine, holy. My twin say this shit all the time. Yeah, you all that. Etherical, spiritual, yeah, nigga. But I've been in the world longer than you. He has. He's 30 years older than me. I've seen shit. You haven't. Yes, my twin been around. He was born in 1957. The nigga didn't see the 60s, 70s, 80s. I was born in 1987. He was born in 57. I was born in 87. I seen the 90s, 2000s, and this current time that we in. So basically, I done seen 3 eras. But my masculine done seen 6 different eras. He was around when crack first hit. When coke first hit the streets, heroin hit the streets. You know what I mean? He was there when the Panthers was out here marching and doing shit. He was there to see King's assassination and, Malcolm X's assassination in real time. It's like my grandma. She went to Emmett Till's funeral and saw Emmett Till's body. Like, I can only imagine. My grandma was I think she was young as hell. She seen it. My grandma from Chicago. She ain't from the South. Like, my grandma's origins ain't from the South. You know how most people come from the South to the North? My grandpa from Alabama and shit. He was the Southern that migrated to the North. My grandma is 100% pure-born Chicagoan. You know what I mean? Just a different breed. And she was there to see that shit. She told me about it. How fucked up Emmett Till's body was. You know what I'm saying? That's some shit I can't concede. My grandma, like I said, my twin was born in 1957, bro. Like Jim Crow. You know what I mean? It was still in effect, or like pre-post or slick. Just the end of like this is the civil rights era. My twin got to see a lot of shit. So when I'm walking around here talking about freedom and political shit, and you know, when I get on my little politics shit, it's like, nigga, what the fuck you know about politics? Nigga, what the fuck you know about black power? Nigga, what the fuck you know about unity? What the fuck do you know about community? What do you know? Yeah, you book smart, but nigga, you ain't, it's like, you ain't street smart. I am street smart, but not as street smart as he is. He's book smart, but not as book smart as I am. It's the same shit. Y'all the same, because ain't nobody greater than the other one. Yes, your masculine got one up on you by being the king, but feminine, you got a lot up on your masculine too. The same way your masculine wants you to see what he see in the world, masculine, you're going to have to see what your feminine see in Zion. And that's what's happening. You're seeing a lot of spiritual shit and it's scaring you. You seeing how the shit your feminine is talking about is coming to pass. You seeing exactly how powerful your feminine is. Like your feminine tell you some shit you can't even, like, it's like hot. It's like, what would make you say that? Like, I don't know. It's just on my mind to say that shit. He just spooked. Like, that's you. That shit came right out of my head. Like, that's the same. Like, it's like your feminine telling you what you're thinking. And you shocked, right? How do you know that? It's like, I'm a motherfucking psychic, nigga. I mean, like I was telling my twin. I asked him a little question. I ain't gonna get into detail with it, some personal shit, but it's just something I kept hearing from the fourth or fifth dimension. Just a name that was just facilitated by my divine master. And I just asked him, like, yo, what's with this name? Like, why you say that? Why you ask that? Like, I'm like, nah, just tell me. What does it mean anything? Because I'm getting a name that's correlated with you. Just tell me what that's about. And he told me. And the shit, his response was so divine. It was so spiritual. The fucking answer he gave me. He said some shit I was saying. Like, it wasn't even a worldly perspective. He was talking about God and like some real spiritual shit. It's like the nigga had one up on me in my territory, the answer he gave, and I was just dumbfounded. Like, whoa, nigga, this nigga's in tune with the infinite. Here I am thinking he need to do the opposite of mustard. This nigga didn't catch up. This nigga catch up. Future final roll, wrapping this shit up. Going to the future masculine, you have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is pussyfooting around, pivoting, weighing out options, or just being in a mental pickle. This is your indirect energy, subconscious energy, mystery madness. You kind of got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. 1 foot in, 1 foot out of what, player? Six of Swords, that's rolling with the homies. This is like rolling with your twin, fully. You 1 foot in, 1 foot out when it comes to rolling with the homie. Who's the homie? Your divine counterpart. Six of Swords, that's the coolest card. Rolling with the homie. Coolest card. Coolest card. In the movie Clueless, everybody was clueless until the end of the movie when everything made sense. The parents was clueless, students was clueless, teachers were clueless. Everybody was trying to find who their match was. Everybody was trying to find themselves and shit like that. Like at the end of the movie, everything worked out. And it all worked out. But more smoke on this Clueless card though, the Six of Cups. It's like Brittany Murphy. She came to share a house and burnt the Rolling with the Homies tape in the fire, along with like the pictures of this fake relationship she was in. Like she was infatuated or in lust with this guy. She knew she wasn't in love with the guy because it wasn't mutual. He didn't even like fuck with her like that. And she seen that she was in it, but he wasn't. You know, and she was like getting closure. So she was burning shit in the fire. And if you really look at the movie Clueless, that kind of pissed Cher off. Cher seen the growth in Brittany Murphy. I don't know her name. I don't know if it's Ty, but I think that's the skater guy's name. I don't know. Maybe her name is Ty. Ty. It's Ty. Cher. Look at the way Cher was looking at Ty when she was throwing shit in the fire. Like, look at Ty's swag. You know, she's dressing better, confident. She walked in Cher's house. Cher was going through some shit. Ty was like getting closure in her life. You know, Ty was learning lessons about love. Cher was confused about the lessons she was learning in love, but look who she was trying to match with. Christian. This nigga was gay. She was trying to make a gay nigga of hers. Spending all this time trying to get in tune with a person that ain't for her. Same shit Ty was doing, but Ty figured it out before Cher did. Then you see how Ty became the most popular person in the school. That's because Ty evolved. Yeah, Cher, like your divine feminine, help your divine masculine evolve, but eventually your masculine flourishes. What you thought your masculine wasn't going to evolve? What you thought your masculine wasn't going to do the opposite of mustard and catch up? What you thought your masculine wasn't going to come back? What you thought you wasn't going to get in the union? Growth is happening, not just in your life, feminine, in your masculine's life. Masculines, y'all evolving. This shit is beautiful, son. But it's like, even though you evolving, even though you stepping into your own energy, at the end of the day, you still got to make a choice to finish this Jumanji game. But you and your twin started a long time ago. And what's the rules of Jumanji? Y'all both got to finish this game. Final card in the message, we got the Six of Wands. This is wins, victories, or celebrations. Wins, victories, or celebrations. Directly going to the future. You're going to have something to celebrate. Going to the future, you're going to get a big win in life. Going to the future, masculine, you're going to get a grand victory. And this victory is going to come from Queen of Swords. Final card in this message. Queen of Swords, that's the Lucy Liu card. That's being 10 toes the fuck down on what mental direction you going in. So 10 toes the fuck down that people take you serious. It's like, you know what? I want to be... It's like you've been trying different things with your life. People seeing you be in this profession. They seen you jump into this profession. But it's like all of a sudden, you making noise in this profession. And everybody see that. Well, this profession you clearly serious in is starting to get serious. It's like, okay, you found your calling. Okay, you found your spot. It's like your son. It's like, you know, you put him in soccer. He doesn't like soccer. You put him in football. He doesn't like football. You know, you put him in basketball. He ain't really good at it. And it's like he gets a bully at school and he's just tired of dealing with the bully to where you enroll him in martial arts like karate class or boxing, and this nigga becomes like a black belt, quick as hell, because he's just like a pro athlete. This is his calling, karate. Or it's like boxing. This nigga gets so nice at boxing, you got adults not coming to your house want to sponsor your son or try to train your son because this nigga got so much potential. He can be in the Olympics in the next 2 years. Like he can be a Golden Gloves fighter, you know, quicker than the average person. He's got potential. It's like Muhammad Ali, the story of Muhammad Ali. What made Muhammad Ali in the boxing a fucking bully that took his bite? That nigga became the greatest. Stopping that shit. It's like Michael Jordan. What made Michael Jordan the best basketball player? We know Michael Jordan's story. He didn't make the basketball team when he tried out for it the first time. And it fucked him up, devastated him, to where that nigga made sure that shit would never happen again. And that nigga turned out to be the greatest motherfucking basketball player of all time. Like I say, bad shit have a way of getting good out of you. And that's the whole lesson your masculine's trying to teach you. Is that, yeah, you can try and fail. But if you focus and work hard enough and really be dedicated to the cause, you'll never fail again. You'll never make the same mistake again. That's one thing my twin drills in my fucking head. Once you go through your mistakes, son, you'll learn to never do them again. If you want it bad enough to not want to go through that shit again. It's like I see you going through the same shit all the fucking time. It hurts me. It's almost like you don't get it. You know, it's like you hitting your head on a brick wall. But it's like you're a grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't in my position to tell a grown man what to do. I can only show you the way and hope that you do the right thing. But it's like, you know, until you do right, I can't really do right by you right now. So, final card on this message, and in this reading, we got the Eight of Pentacles. This is a life. I told you, 80% of this twin flame situation is a cake. 20% is the icing. The icing on the cake is twin flame union, reunion, and recognition. Icing on the cake is having a physical relationship with your twin. Icing on the cake is having your divine masculine in your life, or masculine. You having your divine feminine in your life. But aside from the whole you and your feminine shit, masculines know this. This is some shit feminines are gonna have to take into consideration. 80% of this whole twin flame shit, this whole getting your life situated is your life. 80% of it ain't gotta do with your masculine. Only 20%. So if you're trying to put 80% into your masculine and 20% in yourself, it ain't gonna twerk. You gotta have your own cake before you put icing on there. But you're also gonna have to learn how to deal with a cake with no icing. 8 of Pentacles. That's a life. As long as you got a cake, you got a life. That's all that matters. It's a B. So that's the message I got. You know what I'm saying? Hope I can be of good use. It's your boy D.Boom. Please stay tuned for the next message. Pretty sure it's gonna be the Divine Feminine's extended breakdown. Deuces.